You know that weird flutter you get when you meet someone sketchy at a party? That's not just your stomach reacting to questionable hors d'oeuvres. That's your gut, literally trying to save you from what could be the worst small talk of your life. We've all heard the phrase, trust your gut. But most of us treat our intuition like that one friend who gives unsolicited dating advice. We know they're probably right, but we're going to ignore them anyway and learn the hard way. Today, we're diving into why your gut feelings aren't just mystical nonsense, but actual science happening inside your body right now. Picture this. You're scrolling through dating profiles and suddenly stop at someone who looks perfect on paper. Great job, nice smile, loves hiking and rescue dogs, but something feels off. You can't explain it, but your stomach literally turns. Most people would swipe right anyway because logic says this person is a catch. But your gut is sitting there like that friend who knows all the gossip, desperately trying to warn you about red flags your conscious mind hasn't spotted yet. Here's where it gets wild. Scientists have discovered that your gut actually functions as a second brain. I'm not being poetic here. I mean, your digestive system contains over 500 million neurons. That's more brain power than some animals have in their actual heads. Your gut has its own nervous system called the enteric nervous system, and it's constantly processing information and sending signals to your brain. It's like having a backup computer running in your abdomen. Except this one specializes in reading people and situations. Think about the last time you walked into a room and immediately knew something was wrong. Maybe it was a family dinner where everyone was acting normal, but the energy felt weird. Your brain was processing smiles and pleasant conversation, but your gut was picking up on micro-expressions, voice tones, and body language that spelled trouble. Your stomach probably tightened, or you felt that familiar unease. That wasn't anxiety being dramatic. That was your enteric nervous system doing its job. The crazy part is that this gut brain operates faster than your thinking brain. While your prefrontal cortex is still analyzing whether someone seems trustworthy based on their credentials and what they're saying, your gut has already run a full background check on their vibe and filed a report. It's like having a detective working the case while you're still trying to remember the person's name. But here's where most of us mess up. We live in a society that worships logic and rational thinking. We're taught that feelings are unreliable, that emotions cloud judgment, and that smart people make decisions based on facts and data alone. So when our gut sends us a clear signal, we often rationalize it away. We tell ourselves we're being paranoid or overthinking things. We ignore the warning because it doesn't come with a PowerPoint presentation explaining exactly why. I once knew someone who got a job offer that looked amazing on paper. Great salary, prestigious company, impressive title. But every time they thought about accepting it, they felt physically sick. Not nervous excitement, but actual dread. They almost took the job anyway because turning down that opportunity seemed insane. Thankfully, they listened to their gut and discovered later that the company was in the middle of a massive scandal that would have destroyed their career. Their gut somehow knew what their rational mind couldn't have predicted. The communication between your gut and brain is bidirectional, which explains why thinking about stressful situations can make your stomach hurt, and why gut problems can affect your mood. It's all connected. When you get butterflies before a first date, that's your enteric nervous system responding to signals from your brain. When you feel nauseous around certain people, that's your gut brain sending warning signals upward. Your gut is also connected to your amygdala, the brain's fear center that processes emotions and triggers fight-or-flight responses. This connection explains why gut feelings often involve safety and threat detection. Your gut isn't just randomly getting anxious. It's literally designed to help keep you alive by recognizing danger before your conscious mind catches up. Studies show that people who trust their intuition are better at predicting outcomes and making accurate judgments, even when they don't have complete information. It's like your gut can see around corners that your logical brain hasn't even noticed yet. But before you think this sounds too mystical, remember that your gut is processing massive amounts of data from your environment, body language, vocal patterns, and energy that your conscious mind can't keep up with. If you want to subscribe for more psychology content that doesn't sound like it came from a fortune cookie, hit that button. We're just getting started on this journey into your own personal superpower. Now, distinguishing between genuine intuition and trauma responses is crucial because they can feel remarkably similar. Trauma can hijack your gut feelings and make everything seem dangerous when it's actually safe. If you're constantly getting negative gut feelings about normal situations, or if you're avoiding everything because it feels threatening, that might be unhealed trauma talking rather than genuine intuition. Real intuition tends to be specific and situational. It's not the voice that tells you everyone is out to get you, but the one that says something particular about this specific person or situation doesn't add up. True gut feelings often come with a sense of clarity, even if you can't explain the reasoning. Trauma responses usually come with a side of general anxiety and the feeling that danger lurks everywhere. The difference is like the contrast between a smoke detector going off because there's actually a fire versus one that's just malfunctioning and beeping at everything. Trauma makes your internal alarm system hypersensitive, while genuine intuition is more like a precise early warning system. Think about how your body feels when you're around different people. Some individuals make you feel energized and relaxed without any logical reason. Others make you feel drained or on edge, even if they're perfectly polite. Your gut is constantly reading the room and giving you feedback about safety, compatibility, and trustworthiness. It's picking up on subtle cues that your conscious mind would need years of psychology training to recognize. Consider the last time you had a job interview where everything went perfectly on paper, but something felt off. Maybe the interviewer was saying all the right things, but their energy felt wrong. Or perhaps you visited a potential apartment that checked all your boxes, but walking through it made you feel uneasy for no apparent reason. That's your gut processing information that your logical brain hasn't cataloged yet. Your gut feelings aren't just about avoiding negative situations either. They're equally powerful at recognizing positive opportunities. That random conversation with a stranger that led to an amazing friendship probably started with a gut feeling that this person was worth talking to. The career path that seemed risky but felt right might have been your intuition recognizing potential that wasn't visible on spreadsheets. The key to developing better intuition is learning to pause and check in with your body before making decisions. Instead of just asking what you think about something, ask how it feels in your body. Take a few deep breaths and notice any physical sensations. Does your chest feel tight or open? Does your stomach feel settled or churned up? Is your jaw clenched or relaxed? This isn't about becoming a mystical guru who makes all decisions based on feelings alone. It's about using both your analytical brain and your intuitive gut to make better choices. Your rational mind is excellent at processing known information and weighing obvious pros and cons. Your gut excels at pattern recognition, threat detection, and sensing things that aren't immediately obvious. The most successful decision makers tend to use both systems. They gather information, analyze options, and think through logical implications. But they also pay attention to how different choices feel in their body. And trust their gut when something doesn't align, even if they can't explain why. Your intuition gets stronger with practice. The more you pay attention to gut feelings and notice how accurate they are, the better you become at distinguishing between genuine intuition and random anxiety. Start small. Notice how you feel around different people. Pay attention to your body's response when making minor decisions. See if you can detect patterns in what your gut responds to. Keep in mind that this isn't about making impulsive decisions or ignoring logic entirely. It's about adding another valuable source of information to your decision-making process. Your gut has access to data your conscious mind misses, and ignoring that information means you're operating with incomplete intel. Some people worry that trusting gut feelings is somehow anti-intellectual or unscientific. But remember, your enteric nervous system contains more neurons than the spinal cord. This isn't wishful thinking or superstition. It's neuroscience happening in real time. Your gut is literally a second brain that specializes in rapid pattern recognition and threat assessment. The next time you get a strong gut feeling about something, don't dismiss it as irrational. Take a moment to explore what your body is telling you. Ask yourself specific questions about what feels off or what feels right. Sometimes your gut picks up on inconsistencies between what someone says and how they say it. Other times, it recognizes opportunities that look risky on paper, but feel aligned with your values and strengths. Training your intuition is like developing any other skill. The more you practice paying attention to subtle bodily sensations and correlating them with outcomes, the more reliable your gut becomes as a decision-making tool. You'll start to recognize the difference between fear-based reactions and genuine intuitive guidance. Please note that this content is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you're experiencing persistent anxiety, trauma responses, or mental health concerns that interfere with daily life, please consult with qualified mental health professionals who can provide personalized support and treatment. Your gut feelings represent millions of years of evolutionary development designed to keep you safe and help you thrive. In our modern world of endless choices and complex social situations, this ancient wisdom system is more valuable than ever. Learning to listen to and trust your intuition doesn't make you less rational. It makes you more complete as a decision maker. So the next time your gut tells you something feels off about that too-good-to-be-true business opportunity, or when it nudges you toward taking a chance on something that excites you despite the risks, remember that you're not just being emotional or irrational. You're tapping into a sophisticated biological system that's been keeping humans alive and helping them make good choices for millennia. Your gut feelings aren't mystical, they're scientific, and they're one of the most powerful tools you have for navigating life's complexities.